SmackDown 2. Is this on?
Did I ever tell you about the time when I was a kid and all the boys in my neighborhood decided they were gonna build a tree house? I waited for every one of them to get in the tree house and I knocked the whole damn tree down.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano, and no Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
That's okay, because you know why?
Why?
I'm the whole half of the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, man, we get to do NXT, you and me. We get to do this episode of the podcast, main podcast, you and me.
That's right.
I don't know, Josh and Eric, but it sounds like we're going back to old school, you and me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liking this two-man booth. There's more room.
There's a lot of space.
I don't have to look past a bald man.
I mean, you don't have to be
look
that
at
far
you.
away. You can come closer.
Coming in.
All right, here we go.
Coming in. But yeah, part-time Eric couldn't be here tonight.
Do we have to change the song now?
I think
He
so.
loves wrestling, but only part-time.
Look.
He'd rather go to the Wonder Years concert.
What
the fuck is that?
Who's been here more since in 2018?
You.
Easily.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
Part-time Eric.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. So
Well, I mean, I've been here the most.
I'd have to look at I'd have to check the gate. So we got a podcast about wrestling, right?
Yeah, but I want to talk about the Wonder Years first, because that's a band
I don't want to give them the
that
time
Eric
of day
wanted to
on
go
this
see tonight.
podcast.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes, like, Joe can't be here because he has commitments, like work commitments.
or children.
Yeah. Like
Those are the only times I miss, fans.
Very important
It's
things.
the only times I miss.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
And Eric is like, oh, I want to go watch a shitty band play.
That's it. Yeah.
So, okay.
Dedication.
All right.
I guess we'll have to talk to Eric and maybe do a performance review once he comes back.
I think we should just, performance review. So,
You ready to
Raw,
get started?
SmackDown?
Yes. Hey, we got 5 new patrons this week.
Of course we do.
Of course we do. Yeah.
Awesome.
So thank you to Trey Garrow,
Trey Garrow, $10.
Jeff Jarvis.
Yeah, Jarvis.
Yeah, Iron
Love
Man
that.
guy. Mad Mardigan. Yeah, that works.
Mardigan.
Yeah, Brad Ferguson and Haynes.
Haynes.
The underwear.
The
So,
whole underwear.
How does Michael Jordan's cock feel?
Haynes. It's not just underwear.
What is it?
Pussy hair. I don't know.
Jeez.
But
Anyway,
thank you, fellas or ladies. I don't know what a Haynes is.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to say Haynes is trans.
And Mad could be.
Welcome our trans fans.
Wow. Mad could be a girl's name too. We don't know.
Mad. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, on to Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because we have to do it.
Let's get started.
We have to. That's why we're here, right?
Let's jump head first right into this shit show. No, again, the kindler, gentler Joe Pisano is going to do the positive spin on everything you say this week.
I don't think anyone wants that.
Positive spin.
I don't think anyone wants
Coming
that.
your way. Go. First thing, positive spin. Go.
Okay, so Raw starts with a video package because WWE was at NBC's upfront presentation in New York City where they hype Fall's lineup. They hype the Fall lineup.
Okay. They were at a press junket.
Yeah.
They wanted to show you that they were there. I'm fine with it. I thought it was
NBC
great.
saved Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
A great starting package for Raw.
And of course, NBC owns USA, so that's why WWE was there.
You got it.
So on the red carpet of the event, Charlotte is hanging out with Ronda Rousey, and then up walks Nia Jax.
We are at Radio City Music Hall on the carpet of the NBC Universal Upfront, where WWE has a huge presence here this year. But as the stars shine bright on the red carpet, the WWE took center stage with a bombshell challenge involving the Raw Women's title.
So, I mean, you can kind of woo, but can you do this? Can you be the Raw Women's Champion?
Find out what happened tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Huh.
What happened? Can't wait.
Oh, yeah. No, nothing happened.
Can't
with
wait
that.
to find
You know
out.
what happened? They played that same promo later on Raw.
You know, if this was, yes, they did. If this was the Vince McMahon that used to have a set, they would just start brawling and rip each other's dresses off in the middle of the press junket.
Right. I guess, you know what? I guess
Nope.
Roman Reigns was right because a few years ago he said, I thought you had potatoes. Looks like Vince just has a couple of tater tots. Remember when he said that? It was terrible.
Roman.
But I guess he's Roman.
So
That should be his thing.
yeah.
Roman. You just got Romans.
So anyway, so great start to Raw. What's next?
It was the friendliest challenge I've ever seen.
I love it.
For a match.
Friendly challenge. Friendly challenge when you're fighting.
So we have Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey set for Money in the Bank.
It's about time.
So much for earning it, Ronda.
Her first one-on-one match, championship.
Yes. So much for earning it.
She earned it.
I guess
She power slammed Triple H.
I guess
That's
the
earning
main
it.
reason is they don't want her to skip Money in the Bank, but they also don't want her to be in Money in the Bank, like to be in the ladder match.
Because then she'd have to lose.
Because then she'd have to lose,
Does
or
she
just
win
she'd have
this
to win,
match
right?
then?
She has to, right? Unless like Natalya turns on her and just beats her up and she wins by DQ, but like I don't see that happening. I think she wins. Natalya's the super face right now. We'll get to it later, but she's in a tag match with Sasha and they're all hugging. It's ridiculous.
I think you could have had like a regular match with Rousey against anyone. Like just have a feud, start
Because
a feud.
it's Rousey, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Who
could.
gives a damn?
You definitely could.
Have her fight both Iconics. Love them, but she would have whooped their asses. Anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Different
you could
show.
do that because they're on opposite shows. But hey,
And
dual
Money in the
brand
Bank.
pay-per-views now.
The Iconics
We're
are like,
not
we
afraid.
don't have a way to face her, so we're gonna do it at Money in the Bank.
They could do that because remember the song? Because they have that song now. We're not afraid to bring the fight.
Shut your mouth.
The best of both worlds. Fuck me tonight. I think that's the lyrics. So, anyways, Roman
I've forgotten
Reigns.
about that. It's really
Yeah.
hard to do a positive spin when you're gonna bring up shit that I hate. All right, here we go.
All
so
right.
far, great show.
So, next up, Roman Reigns comes out. How you doing? All right. So, every week now, Roman comes out and complains about getting screwed.
Little did we know, London hates him worse than we do. Oh my God.
We find that out every year. We're like, oh, right. They hate him even more.
Oh, even more. So, the positive spin's not working. This is.
I feel
just
like maybe
awful.
London, maybe they're better parents there because they don't bring their children to a night show. Then and it's a school night,
Sure.
and they don't bring their kids at night, so no one's cheering for Roman there.
Nobody.
No. So this time he's whining about Jinder Mahal. Wah, I got screwed. Wah, this. Wah. He's just a crybaby.
Didn't Ginger just like trip him?
Yeah. He
And,
grabbed him and
he's a wrestler. A wrestler cost you something. That's
Yes.
how it works.
Yes.
What the hell?
So he calls out Mahal, and then but Kurt Angle comes out instead and tells him Jinder isn't coming out. Kurt says he was wrong to not give Mahal an opportunity to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So he's going to give him a shot tonight because that's what's best for business. So
Yeah, what?
he's really trying to tell everyone watching that, yeah, this wasn't my decision.
Yeah.
Even though Mahal did deserve a shot. Like, we're going back to the fact it makes no sense that Kurt hates Mahal.
No.
He has no reason to hate Mahal.
There's no reason.
Unless he's racist.
Wow. Kurt.
That's messed up, Kurt. So he says Mahal will compete against Elias and Bobby Lashley later tonight. Roman wants in that match, but Kurt says WWE management made it clear that you're not getting any more opportunities to be in Money in the Bank.
No, or to win the title because you can't do it.
Right.
You're done. Go to the end of the line.
Yes.
Try to lose some weight, man. Get on 205 Live, bro.
You
One way you're going to win a title.
That would be so great because then I'd never have to see him. So Reigns tells Kurt, look, I understand you have a family and you need this job. So you do what you have to do, but now I'm going to go do what I have to do. And Roman goes backstage. He almost immediately finds Jinder. He's
Have
just
you
like,
seen Jinder? No. He
oh,
says to
there
a
he
guy.
is. Oh, no, look, he's right there.
He's like, have you seen Jinder?
Yeah.
No. It's almost what he did.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
And then there's Jinder walking in.
He's just
in wrestling gear.
right there.
Ready to wrestle.
Yeah.
Just in his trunks.
Yeah.
And his turban, which immediately gets thrown off.
Yeah. And so they brawl for a while. They end up on the stage, and Roman's acting like he's going to spear Mahal off the stage, but then some refs and agents come out and stop him.
Agents.
And Mahal runs away.
Mahal's agent comes out.
We'll get back to that later. Yeah. Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the IC title.
Yeah.
The first match of the night.
This guy's on fire.
He is. And
They
even
keep
though they
saying it.
keep saying it, they're not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the most over babyface in WWE right now.
So
I'd say maybe even more than Daniel Bryan, just because he's been
Maybe.
actually wrestling and
winning.
winning.
He wins all the time now.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
He's as over as a
Can we-
babyface as he was as a heel.
Yeah.
He really is. He's
Can we talk about Kevin Owens' promo for this match that was on social media?
yes.
Where he's like, are you the architect? Do you build things up or do you burn things down? Like, which is it?
Yeah, right.
Which is it?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, it
was
was great. Yeah.
The whole thing was great.
So, of course, these two had a great match. They feuded for months when Kevin was the Universal Champion, and they always had good matches. So
Yeah.
that was obvious.
Great match.
During the match, Seth goes for a suicide dive, but Kevin catches him and throws him into the ring post. That was a cool spot.
Very good.
Usually don't see anyone catch the person when they dive out of the ring.
No, it was
so that
great.
was cool. KO later goes for a power bomb on the apron, but Rollins hits the Falcon Arrow on the apron.
That was awesome.
What? That was crazy.
Yep.
And then in the end, Seth went for a superplex, but Owens turned it into the Fisherman Buster suplex, which is that cool, weird suplex that
Off
Kevin
the
Owens
ropes.
does sometimes.
Amazing.
And then Seth rolled out of the ring, so KO leaves the ring as well to throw Seth back in. But once Kevin's crawling back in the ring, Rollins hits him with a curb stomp.
The stomp, you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, the stomp. Yeah,
Positive spin.
because that sounds way better.
Way better.
So 1, 2, 3, Rollins retains the title. It was a great ending. It was just a great match. Very
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah. Clean win for Rollins. Like, yeah, you can have a good match and have a clean win.
You can. It's possible.
It's fine.
Yeah. So then we go backstage where Kurt is on his cell phone telling someone about Ronda's title match against Nia. He's just so excited.
Yep.
When Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel walk in and ask for a tag team championship match,
Yep.
Kurt, of course, tells them you've never won a single tag match, so no dice.
Right.
But he gives them a match for later, just a regular tag match.
Yeah.
They also have a new tag team name, the B Team, and the B stands for best.
I mean, I kind of like this whole thing, really.
Yeah.
Because they're funny. And then they were like, we're the A team.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like,
no, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
No.
Well, then we're the B team.
Yeah.
He's like, that's retarded. And then he's like, no, that's for best.
Right.
It was really good.
Well, to me, I'm just surprised and I'm pleasantly surprised that they're still on the show.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Getting
awesome.
pushed without the Miz.
And again, the cruiserweights were on the show this week. I don't think they were the week before, so
Right.
that's a good thing. Yeah, replace Bo and Curtis Axel with, replace the cruiserweights with them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
obviously.
And them and Breezango.
Yes.
2 tag teams we want to see more of.
Right. We'll get to that match later. First, we have Noe Jose versus Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode in the Money in the Bank qualifying match.
Who'd you have in this match before it went on?
I had Roode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Noe Jose and Corbin are feuding against each other right now.
True.
And when Bobby Roode was coming out doing his glorious stuff, I came to a realization. I feel like if I never watched Roode in NXT, I would hate him right now on the main roster. I'm like, who the fuck is it? He just comes out and yells glorious. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Because it is stupid.
Very Rocky Maivia of him.
Yeah. I mean, again, he was one of the greatest heels we've seen in a long time in NXT. And really and what I mean is in WWE, period.
Yeah.
Like there's Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Bobby Roode are just some of the best heel work we've seen in the last 10 years, easy, in WWE. And he's a baby face. And it's just garbage.
His whole gimmick doesn't work as a face.
No.
He's got a robe on.
Yes.
He struts.
Mm-hmm.
And he says how glorious he is.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It's such a cocky asshole thing to do.
Right.
That's
Right.
why he needs to be a cocky asshole again. Please, Vince. The XFL needs you. Did you hear about the rule changes that they're thinking of making for the XFL? They're horrible. I posted them on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
They're all bad.
They're all
So
bad.
You got to go fix that, Vince. So please. So anyways, Roode hits the glorious DDT on Jose and pins him for the win.
Yep.
So Roode's in the Money in the Bank match.
Roode's in. Great.
He's
you know,
in. He's
we
not
like
going to
him.
win, but he's in.
No, if he was a heel, it'd be a great win.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Great win.
So then we go backstage, and Kevin Owens asks Kurt for a rematch against Rollins, but no dice. KO then tells Kurt he's going to call Stephanie McMahon and walks away. We'll get back to that later. Kurt then walks into the trainer's room where Mahal is being checked on, and Mahal asks Kurt to postpone the match because he's too injured, but no dice. This whole show is just Kurt Angle telling people no.
No.
No Roman, no B team,
No.
no Kevin, no Mahal. Just
Right.
telling everyone no.
Yeah.
That's the whole show.
Damn it, Kurt.
Next up, we have Breezango versus the B team. And
Yes.
as Breezango is heading to the ring, a graphic pops up, and Michael Cole tells us that Breezango will be live tweeting the royal wedding this Saturday. Who fucking cares? Who cares?
Maybe
What
they'll air it
wrestling
on Total
fan
Divas?
is going to care? Total Divas. By the way, until last week, I didn't even know there was going to be a royal wedding. I only knew that because of my job. Have you seen her?
Yeah.
She's like the hottest chick of all time.
So, you know the show Suits that I watch all the time?
Yeah, she was on Suits, yeah.
She's like one of the stars of that show.
They played like this...
So I've seen her from the
They
beginning.
played like a documentary about her on Fox.
And
So I
her
watched it.
legs are the best thing about her. too.
She's super hot.
Yeah.
But I had no idea about this royal wedding till
Yeah.
last week.
Oh, yeah. Now I've known about it because I follow her, like not on a social media kind of way. Like I follow her.
Oh.
Like I'm in the bushes and stalking.
You gonna be at the wedding?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'll be there. Hopefully they won't find me.
Yeah.
So yeah, look for that. Live tweeting the royal wedding on Saturday. So Bo and Axel hit their tag team finisher where Bo does a back suplex while Axel hits the same guy with a neck breaker. That's a very good move.
Sure.
It's awesome. I love it.
Absolutely.
It was great.
Yeah.
And the B team gets a win.
Win.
They're actually kind of pushing these guys.
So I have always said this about everything. I've said it when Stone Cold was fired by McMahon. And anytime a team like this,
Yeah.
if they're going to do this, oh my God, do it. Pay it off for the one time. One time, pay something off. They beat the Joke tag team.
Yeah.
Next week, have them beat the Ascension.
Right.
Are they on the right show?
Yeah, I think so.
The next week, then you have them like slowly
Titus
beating.
Worldwide.
Huh?
Yeah, like Titus Worldwide. The
like
next
they
week
built
and-
like a couple of mid-carders. Then they beat somebody big, good.
Yeah, right.
Then they get tag team shots and they win.
Right.
They'll be over.
Yeah. The problem is Ziggler and McIntyre in the way, and they're getting those titles. You know what I mean?
No, but that's good though.
So they're
because-
not- I know, like-
no. That the timing of this is fine. You want to slow play the living shit out of this,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they'll beat Deletion or whatever they're called. Then they'll be the perfect team to beat this two big stud powerhouse guys.
Yeah.
Like they'll roll them up and win the tag titles.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
And that'll be a great moment for them.
Yeah, because they're still heels right now, but they're winning like they're baby. Like they can't believe they won a match. That's a
Right.
babyface thing.
Right.
And the crowd's excited for them that they're baby faces.
Yeah,
you
I
need to
think-
just turn them.
I think they've been turned. I think they're turned. I don't think they're bad guys.
Because
anymore.
Kurt doesn't like them.
I know. He doesn't hide.
You
his
usually
disdain.
judge that.
You're a heel.
It's usually decided by how the
Okay.
GM responds to you. And the GM hates them. So
Which I mean, look, if you're a GM and you see somebody do a heel move
right.
around the ring, storyline wise, you're not going to like him as much. So I get that.
Okay.
But he's like, the script says, I hate you.
Exactly. Yeah. So next up we have Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Ember Moon versus the Riot Squad. 3-on-3 women tag match.
Yeah.
And during the match, Booker T reveals just how much he likes. By the way, Booker T's in for Coachman this week, as Coachman doesn't like London, I guess. But Booker T reveals just how much he likes the Riot Squad.
And the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if the Riot Squad won this match. I mean, as a team, I think they're better than anyone as a threesome.
They're better than anyone as a threesome.
If you put me in a threesome with the Riot Squad, that'd be good.
Booker, that would actually technically be a foursome.
Yeah, well, I do it.
A fivesome if you count my dick. What? But what? I've missed Booker. Oh, he needs to be. Coachman would never say anything that funny.
No, like unintentionally.
Unintentionally funny, but still.
What's his
Like,
wife's name? Janet?
Booker T?
Yeah.
Huffman. Booker Huffman. Booker T. Huffman.
What?
Booker T's last name?
No, I'm sorry. His wife.
Oh, she
was always on TV.
Charmaine? Oh, God, I forgot. Yeah, something like that. Charmel?
Charmel will never know.
Booker, she watches the show.
You just told everyone.
Booker, you tweeted it. You tweeted threesome. Why would you do that? So anyways, Natalya makes Liv tap out to the sharpshooter because Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
That's it.
Attach your wagon to the rowdy one.
She's had the Hart family thing attached to her name, which has helped her because she's not good.
No.
And now she has Rousey attached to her, and that's how she gets wins.
Now she gets wins.
And she's a baby face, and she's still saying, I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will
Well,
be.
so did Bret Hart. So whatever.
Yeah, but the whole thing as a heel, she was saying that to
Charlotte's
get
a
heat.
face, isn't she, right now?
Yeah.
And she still woos.
But that's her thing.
Well, it was her dad's thing.
Right, but
Just
Bret
like
Hart's
Natalia's
not,
uncle.
I don't
Her
like
uncle
it.
thing.
It's bad. But at least
I don't
Charlotte's
like-
good.
Yeah.
At least Charlotte could do it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different woo, but you know what I'm saying.
Plus, her dad was
what
the
I'm trying to
greatest of
say
all
is,
time,
fuck Natalya. You know,
Right.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say here.
Sorry, yeah.
So next up, we have the Revival versus Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
Poor Revival.
I know it sucks.
They're
but
the
no, it's
doormats of the WWE now.
yeah, and it's because they both got injured, and
guess.
Vince hates you when you get injured.
You're a piece of crap if you
When
get
you haven't
injured.
proven yourself and you get injured before you prove yourself to Vince,
Yeah.
you're done. That's
Yeah.
all they are. And because they wear such basic ring gear, they literally just look like two jobbers in the ring.
They do. There's nothing special about these guys.
It's ridiculous because
That's
they
it.
are.
There is.
There's so much special about these guys. They're the best tag team in wrestling right now. And they're just being jobbed out on Raw every week.
But you know what? The eye test says there's nothing.
It's such a shame.
Nothing.
So Hardy starts the match with an armbar on Dash. Dash flips out of it, and then Hardy says, he stops the match, and he goes, that athleticism flabbergasted me. It was wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful's a big thing that the whole crowd says now. 'Cause
Yeah.
He goes, it was, and they all go, wonderful.
But that athleticism flabbergasts me.
Yeah.
Woken Matt Hardy is another example of something that and I think you can agree, we originally hated, but now we love.
Yeah, because now they let it be silly.
Yeah.
First, it was supposed to be weird and intriguing.
Well, but he doesn't do the laughing for
No.
10 minutes.
and they let Jeff troll him,
And when
which is even better.
right, and when he first became Woken and he's feuding with Bray Wyatt, we're like, wait, shouldn't they be best friends? Like they're the same person.
They're the same person.
And they made themselves best friends.
And I love when Jeff's doing an interview. Like, just interview me like I'm Jeff Hardy. I have the title.
Right. Hey Jeff, so you successfully defended your title against Randy Orton. How do you feel now?
Yeah, I feel good. It was a good win for me. I'm hoping they keep this title for a while. Then Matt will like walk up on him.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, Jeff. He'll be like, oh yeah. Like he'll play to it, which
Right.
I think is hilarious. It's almost like, yeah, my brother's fucking crazy.
Right.
But you know what? I think it's fun. I'm gonna do it with him.
Yeah, I just play along to keep him at bay.
Like I'm glad they didn't he didn't have to delete him like they did there, and then now he's just a minion. Like he's like, oh no, my brother's straight up crazy.
Right.
But you know what? I love him, so I'm gonna play up to him.
Again, our best moment for WrestleMania was Bray Wyatt in the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
The Andre the Battle Royal, which means nothing.
Nothing.
Because Matt Hardy's the tag team champion now. He doesn't come out with the trophy like all the other winners previously had.
Right.
Because he's a tag
Well,
champion.
really, because Bray won it. Really.
Bray won
I mean,
it.
Bray won the trophy.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
lets him keep it.
Yeah.
This is your title.
So anyways.
And that was a pre-show match. Just want to remind everyone.
Exactly.
The best part of WrestleMania wasn't on WrestleMania.
Right. Yeah. So Matt and Bray get the win after hitting the kiss of deletion, which is that's the move they do together.
Yeah,
now.
and I like it.
It's
It's
like
fine.
the sister Abigail. Yeah, it's totally
Anything
fine.
they do new,
Yeah.
that's together as a team.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So next up, I hope Hardy doesn't, or I hope neither of them like Bray. This isn't just Bray gonna turn on Matt because it's working so well.
Yeah, leave
you
it
need
alone.
to keep it like this for a while.
Leave it alone.
So next up, it's Sami Zayn promo time, where he tells us that he got vertigo after Bobby Lashley suplexed him a couple weeks ago, which is why he couldn't compete at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Remember, we were discussing that. Why couldn't Sami be there?
Yeah.
I wonder.
It's not because they would have murdered him for his religious views, right? Couldn't have been something like that.
No, he had-
It's such an amazing place like Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Where women couldn't wrestle.
Oh,
Andrew.
Did you watch the propaganda videos that they showed at the Greatest
Jeez.
Royal Rumble? Oh, it's a great place.
Saudi money.
Saudi money. We're just jealous because we wish we had some of that Saudi money. That's all.
Yeah.
So Sammy then throws to the Titantron, showing Lashley's awful sit-down interview with Renee from last week.
Joe, burn down Andrew's house. I guess. How much? $1 billion. That fucker's burning to the ground.
You'll buy me a new
Oh, wait,
house.
he's in it. $2 billion. Andrew, hope he gets out. Hope he gets out.
You'll buy me a new house if I get out, right?
I'll buy you a new body, everything, man. Whatever. Oh, he's burnt up. What, can we buy him a new body? We can. Oh, that's a thing now. Great.
Wow. Oh, what's that after produce Ultimate Warrior? But he's dead. Anyways, back to Sami Zayn.
We're on it. That would have been great if there's some random, like, Saudi guy runs out and like the Ultimate
I'm
Warrior.
sure because we'll go back to that. Some Saudi prince. This was a rumor, but some Saudi prince thought that he wanted the Ultimate Warrior to be there, not knowing he was dead. But they could have fooled him if he's that stupid. They could have had any buff guy come out as Ultimate Warrior, like John Cena dressed as Ultimate Warrior. Would they have known the difference? No.
It wasn't just the Ultimate Warrior that they wanted to come out.
Yokozuna, right?
And Yokozuna.
Anyways, Sammy comes to a realization about Bobby Lashley after watching his awful sit-down interview. Take a listen.
Bobby Lashley targeted me because he wants to be me. Well, you don't believe me? Look at the hat. Look at the hat. Everybody knows that's my hat.
It's true.
It's his hat.
That is his hat.
He's always had it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I even commented last week. I was like, he looks like an old Joe Frazier when he wears that hat.
Yeah.
It ages him.
It's not a good look, but at least he's a heel now, so he could have a bad look.
Yeah.
So Sammy says he got in touch with Bobby's sisters and invited them to Raw next week, where they will expose the real Bobby Lashley, which told me one thing, that Bobby Lashley's not winning his match later. He's not qualifying for the Money in the Bank match.
It also tells me his sisters can use some money.
Right. Or those actresses that are playing his sisters.
Correct.
We'll see.
Correct.
Next up, we have Bayley versus Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James in a Money in the Bank qualifier. Sasha wished Bayley good luck backstage before the match.
Yeah.
Sasha, did she even give a shot? Did she get a shot yet? I don't think so.
A
She
shot?
doesn't like to be in the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, I thought so. Last week?
Did she?
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
lost?
Yes.
Who beat her?
Mandy
Alexa?
Rose?
Was that? I don't know. No, Alexa's in this match. No, not Mandy Rose.
No, that's the other show.
Maybe she hasn't had her shot yet.
Liv Morgan. Who did she beat?
No. That's SmackDown.
Liv Morgan.
SmackDown. Oh, Liv Morgan's on Raw.
Yeah. I thought Morgan rolled her up.
Liv Morgan didn't get in the Money in the Bank match.
All right.
No.
A week ago.
I don't know. We'll see.
I try not to remember any of this.
So Alexa hits Bayley with a DDT for the win. So Alexa gets in. How about that? Great.
Hey, Alexa. Does
Of
Alexa
course it's
win
going to
it?
be Alexa. Maybe. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. No. It's got to be SmackDown
I don't want it to
again.
go to somebody who...
Rousey's about to win the title. She's not going to... If that happens, she'll just beat Alexa as well if she cashes in on her.
But you don't have to cash in that night. You think whoever wins is going to cash in that night because
Yeah, but
Carmella
I think
held it forever?
Rousey's going to be undefeated till Mania.
Right. So I'm saying, so if someone on SmackDown wins it, then they'll just go beat Carmella.
I don't know.
I mean, you saw what happened.
Yeah, they'll probably
on
hold it for
SmackDown.
a while. Yeah, we'll get to all that bullshit.
So you have a couple of people that can't drop a title for a while.
Backstage, Mahal leaves the trainer's room to head for his match when out of nowhere, Roman spears him through a cardboard wall. Yep, a cardboard wall.
Yeah.
I didn't know those existed.
We've done that a few times.
Yes.
It's not hard.
No.
No. Very soft.
But I didn't.
Soft wall.
That was so fucking lame.
Yeah.
Why was there a cardboard wall? Why?
So that he can spear him through it.
Yeah, that's the answer. I've
That
never
is
seen
correct.
a cardboard wall in my life. Joe threw me through the cardboard iRobot
Yes.
stand up.
That's right.
But it wasn't a wall.
No.
It was a movie poster.
The size of a wall.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like they put a cardboard wall there. They go through it, and then the only thing that's on the other side, it's a hallway. And then like curtains covering it. So what did you need to put a cardboard wall there for?
By the way, where is
There's
that
no
video
logic.
of me throwing you through that?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Under
It's on our What's Wrong with
Shafted
Wrestling
Cinema?
one.
It's
yeah.
on What's Wrong with Wrestling?
Yeah. Because that used to be Shafted Cinema's YouTube.
Oh
Now
my
it's-
God. You have to go watch that right now.
Yeah.
Because Andrew sells the hell out of my throw. I kind of just put my hand out there and then he jumps through the giant
It's
cutout.
on the What's Wrong with Wrestling page. It's called iRobot something.
It's like a 1 minute
It's
sketch.
like don't show your friends iRobot or something.
It was like,
that.
hey, what should we do with this giant iRobot thing that nobody wanted?
Yeah, throw me through
Let's
it.
make a sketch.
Well, yeah, because that's when this was a long time ago when I was living at mom and dad's, and eventually, my mom let me keep it for like 10 years. Because I got that when I was a teenager working at AMC.
Oh, yeah, because it was in that other room for a while.
Yeah, it was. Well, and it was in the game room, and Mom hated seeing it all the time.
There's a giant Deadpool at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
A giant one, like life size, let's say, life size. And I was like, hey, when you guys throw that away, will you call me?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, sure. I said, I'm going to write my name on the back and my number.
Yeah.
So before you throw it away, if no one wants it, will you call me? And like, well, now we will, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're a big fan of getting those. There's a Spider-Man 2 out there in your game room.
There is. Yeah, you want it?
No.
Spider-Man 3, actually. That's why you don't want it.
Yeah.
It's a Spider-Man 3 one.
Yeah.
It's a cool poster, though.
It's a great poster.
So next up, we have Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Pay attention.
Yep.
Verse, because they're a tag team. They've been a tag team for like a month now. They established themselves as a tag team.
Sure.
They are a tag team. Ziggler and McIntyre. Versus the tag team of Finn Balor and Braun Strowman.
Why?
That's what I'm asking you.
Why?
I asked you this.
I got to do something with these guys tonight. What am I going to do with these guys?
Yeah, that's it.
Make them lose to McIntyre and Ziggler?
How many tag team partners will Braun have now that he's not a tag team champion?
I know.
Before, he was a tag team champion, couldn't find a partner.
No.
Had to get a 10-year-old kid. Now he relinquishes the title and immediately has multiple partners every week.
Every week.
Fuck you. This is so fucking stupid.
That's
They're
Andrew's
just a tag
positive
team.
spin.
They've never been anything together.
No.
It's just random.
Right.
Is this Cyber Sunday? What the fuck? So early in the match...
fans chose this.
Yeah, good job, fans.
Fans.
So early in the match, McIntyre points to Finn to tag in Braun. So he does.
Yep.
McIntyre and Braun circle the ring, and then McIntyre pussies out and tags in Dolph.
Yes.
So McIntyre's afraid of Braun, but Ziggler isn't?
Well, someone's got to get in there. Yeah, but what happened?
What happened? They fought.
No.
Well, what happened?
It went to commercial. We came back from commercial. It was Finn and Ziggler once again in the ring.
Oh, okay.
So, no. Nobody wants to
But
fight
Ziggler
Braun.
got in the ring.
He did, but I think Braun then tagged Finn back in.
Why?
It's stupid. That's why.
So later in the match, Braun is holding Ziggler,
Yeah.
but Balor tags himself in,
Right.
and Braun doesn't like that.
Uh-oh.
Not one bit. So, us watching, Braun picks up Balor, laughing while he does it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that does happen. Braun picks up Balor and body slams him onto Dolph.
Yeah.
He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?" Braun then yells at Finn, "Get up, you're fine." And they
Yeah, but
do...
seriously, like, Finn sold it like he just got thrown off a ladder.
Yeah.
It's like they do this move all the time in tag teams. Oh, I guess they're not a tag
Heavy
team.
machinery. Heavy machinery does, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're both big guys.
Yeah.
So he yells at Finn, "Get up, you're fine." And they do the Braun pose together.
Right.
I think they're officially a tag team now.
Unrehearsed.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. Shit.
Why
Gotta do
not?
something with these guys.
Yeah. So Braun runs over McIntyre outside the ring. This is why they're not a tag team.
Yeah.
He runs over McIntyre outside the ring, and Drew knocked over the greatest Royal Rumble trophy, and that trophy is a flimsy piece of shit.
Yeah.
It instantly broke in half.
Right.
Like, remember when we watched it, and Braun was about to pick up the trophy, and Vince is like, no, it's not real.
It's cheese.
Like, that proved that he kicked it, and the whole thing just went and just completely shattered.
Yeah.
It was garbage. It's
Yeah.
a plastic piece of shit.
Right.
And then Balor climbed the top rope to go for the coup de grace, but Dolph knocked him off and pinned him for the win. That's it.
That's
he
it.
just knocked him off the top rope, and
Yeah.
he pinned him.
Yeah.
Didn't do a move to him.
No zigzag.
Nothing.
No super kick.
That would be awesome. Zigzag him off the top rope?
Right.
That would have been fucking cool.
Would have been great. Maybe they're saving that for the title win.
Save it for Mania. Oh, wait, he doesn't have Mania matches.
No.
Never mind.
Nope.
So then we go backstage, and Kurt is on his cell phone talking about how excited he is for the Ronda Rousey title match. Wait a minute. He did this earlier in the night.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Whoa. Deja vu.
Deja vu.
And then Mr. Anderson came out and shot Kurt in the head. So anyways, Kurt's on his cell phone with Stephanie, and he tells her he has the perfect replacement for Jinder since he's injured.
And he was talking to Stephanie like this.
Right.
With the black part of his phone completely exposed. He's not on it.
Nope. Then he looks upset and he says, "Another opportunity? yeah, I knew he was going to call you, but okay, bye, Stephanie. And then he hangs up, and he's acting as if he didn't put an ankle lock on this woman like 2 months ago.
Right.
Like, you just fought these people.
Yeah.
And now he was like, no, fuck the authority. Now he's like, yes, authority. Yes, I'll do whatever you want.
It's his boss.
He put an ankle lock on his boss.
Hey, more importantly, Stephanie keeps helping a guy that beat the shit out of her father
Right.
less than a year ago.
Yes.
So, fuck you. Don't make sense of pro wrestling. How dare you?
That's right. I'm an
And
idiot.
then Michael Cole's
I guess
like,
I'm the asshole.
Michael Cole's gonna then like as if none of us knew what that meant.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be Elias versus Lashley versus we don't know. Everybody knows.
Everyone knows. Well, and then also
Didn't even try to
early in the night when Roman tells Kurt, "I'm going to do what I'm going to do," and he goes backstage. Corey Graves, well, we have no idea who Roman's looking for. We have all of the ideas. We know exactly who he's looking for.
He told us who he was looking for.
It's so dumb.
Jinder Mahal's gonna get his or whatever he said.
Right. So next up, we have the main event of Raw: Elias versus Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank qualifier.
Yeah.
Mid-match, Lashley and Owens are injured outside the ring, so Elias says, fuck it, I'm going to do a concert mid-match right
Hilarious.
here.
Greatness.
He sits on the apron, tells JoJo to put the microphone on him, and he starts doing a concert, but then he sees Owens like waking up, and he's like, oh crap, and he has to go, so he really doesn't get to do it, but that was funny. And then in the end, Lashley hits a version of his original finishing move, the Dominator.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same, but it's it's close enough.
Yeah.
He goes for a pin on Elias, but then Sami Zayn appears, pulls Lashley outside the ring, and hits him with the haluva kick.
Can't wait to see Sammy job to Lashley at Money in the Bank pre-show.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, you hit the nail right on the head, son.
That's exactly what it's going to be. And then Kevin Owens hits Elias with a frog splash to win the match and get in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And
Good.
That's who I hope wins it.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Of course.
Now, he'll have to hold it for a while because who knows how much longer Brock's going to be the champion.
He'll also have to hold it for a while because we want him to.
Yeah.
Him having that title all the time would be a spectacle by itself.
Yes.
So we definitely want to see that.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Next up, we go to SmackDown.
Although, I always think it should go to someone who's never held the title before. I will say that, but I do love Kevin Owens, and the thought of him having it should be good.
Yeah. But I don't know if you look at this.
It's the it's
lineup
like the
right
up
now.
and comer now. Like it's like the next guy.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
wouldn't otherwise get a shot.
Again,
That's
that
the whole point of it.
that briefcase replaced the IC title as you're the next guy.
Right.
You know.
So Kevin Owens is not the next guy. He's already been the guy.
Right. He is.
But again, it would be great for him to have it. I don't know. I mean,
Who else even qualified? In
who
okay,
knows?
so Rude's in it.
Who cares?
It's not a babyface's match to win.
No.
Like only when Ambrose, it's only sometimes when Ambrose wins it just to screw over Seth 2 hours later.
Right.
That's the perfect time for a face to win it.
Mm-hmm.
But Bobby Roode winning it, who's he going to try to screw over? Like, it makes no sense for him to win it
Not really.
as a babyface. So yeah, maybe it'll be Owens, I hope. We'll see. On to SmackDown Live, which starts with Renee Young interviewing Daniel Bryan in the ring. And the crowd is so loud, you can't even hear Renee's question.
Yeah.
So
Thank
Daniel
God.
just takes over.
Yeah.
And he says that he will one day be the WWE champion again.
Yeah.
Then Big Cass comes out to ruin this segment and talk more shit.
I can't even start SmackDown on a positive note.
Right.
Oh, Big Cass.
But Daniel attacks him once he gets in the ring because he's talking so much crap.
Yeah.
And then Daniel attacks Cass's surgically repaired knee, puts him in a leg lock. I mean, just attacks his knee for like
He
a
tries
few
to
minutes.
end his career, basically.
Right.
Heel Daniel.
But Cass did it to him. Doesn't he deserve it?
No. Faces don't do what he did.
Sure they do.
No.
Sure they do now.
They do. They do. Stone Cold would do it.
Cena got a match with Rusev a few years ago by torturing Rusev.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So refs and agents run out to stop him, and Cass eventually hops away. And when that happened, it was like, maybe Cass is going to be gone for a while since there was a rumor he got heat for the segment he did beating up the midget or whatever. So maybe they're going to get rid of him for a
Why
while.
would he get heat? Like, in real life, he got heat?
Yeah.
Like, people didn't like that, even though they've done it a million
Vince told
times?
him, like, don't beat up, just give him a big boot. That's it. Don't beat him up more.
Bullshit.
And he
Why would
did.
Big Cass not listen?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I don't believe
that's
it.
why to use your line, that's why it's a rumor.
Indeed.
So I was thinking, well, maybe they're taking Cass away for a while since he didn't listen, maybe. But then later they announced a match for Big Cass next week. He just got his leg destroyed.
Surgically repaired leg.
His surgically repaired leg, Daniel beat on it for 5 minutes. He couldn't even walk it off. And he has a match next week. How do we know he's even cleared?
It's a TV show.
Oh.
It's a TV. It's a movie. Stop asking me the question.
That's right. Next up, we have The New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus with The Miz on commentary.
In a weird fucking match where whoever wins out of these two teams, they get to choose who's in the match. Huh?
Yeah.
How does that work exactly?
One
Do you flip a
person-
coin? What about the fact that Kofi, the guy who's probably going to get chosen in the end of this, wasn't even in the match?
That's the point, I think.
So go ahead.
But yeah, Miz is on commentary for this.
What?
And
Miz was great.
once he retires, he should join the commentary team.
100%. Corey
he'd
Grave,
be the best.
your days are numbered.
Yeah, really.
He's so good.
He is amazing.
He was being objective about things.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah, he really-
He's like,
yeah.
if I was Xavier, I would demand that they put me in after this performance tonight.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I agree with you, Miz.
So Big E tackles Sheamus through the ropes and almost kills himself.
Yeah.
That's the Big E thing. Xavier then hits the elbow drop on Cesaro to get the win. So New Day gets one member in the Money in the Bank ladder match. They didn't announce who yet, but they kind of teased like maybe they're going to have problems with this.
Maybe.
Because after the match, they were all like pointing at the briefcase like, yeah, I'm going to be in it. Oh, I'm going to be in it. No, well, I'm going to be in it. So maybe. We'll see. We'll see where they go with this. But yeah, look, we did trivia last week where Kofi's is tied Christian for the most Money in the Bank matches.
I wouldn't want him
Been
out of the
in.
three of
No,
them.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? He's had more chances than anyone.
Braun's in, right?
No.
He's not?
Is he? Yeah, maybe. No, he is. Yeah, he
So,
is.
so with Braun being in, I think maybe they'll do Big E to have like another big guy.
Maybe.
The way they had Lars Sullivan versus
Or maybe Mayor Kane.
Mayor.
You know, he's been Demon Kane, Corporate Kane. Oh my God, it's Mayor Kane.
Who was the guy Insanity that was in the NXT Money in
Killian
the Bank?
Dane?
Yeah. Like they had those two big guys in the match. That they
NXT
can,
Money in the Bank. The NXT ladder match, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
The
sorry. Yeah.
title.
Like they had that. They had them two
Right.
to cancel each other out, two big guys.
Maybe they
So I
could.
can see maybe they're doing that. But again, I've been saying this for a year now at least. Like Xavier Woods, I believe, will be a huge singles wrestler someday. You could see he does the moves.
If they
He's
break
got the
up-
personality.
if they ever break
if they
up the New
ever
Day.
break up the New Day. But it should start with giving him, dude, him in this Money in the Bank could be his coming out party, even if he doesn't win, because he won't. This could be his coming out
Right.
party. Like, holy shit, Xavier's good kind of
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
The way Mick Foley lost the Hell in the Cell. This could
At
be
this
that
point,
good
they
for him.
really should, because the New Day's not going to get any hotter
They're
than they
done.
were.
They're done.
They're not as hot as they used to be.
Of course not.
And they're not going to get back to that.
I think the problem is their merch sales is probably still good.
I'm
The
sure
minute
it's
their
not
merch
bad.
sales stops climbing, then maybe they'll let them break up.
Right.
So I
Maybe.
don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I mean, look, they broke up the Shield when they were hot, like they were the hottest they were, and they broke up the Shield.
Everybody breaks up
Because they knew
Andrew,
those three
real-
guys would be huge on
Here's
their own.
here's my trivia. Name a faction that's never broken up.
Yeah, of course. You can.
Yeah. No, the answer is Breezango. But the other ones have never, ever broken up.
Not yet.
I've always broken
Not
up.
yet. I mean, yeah, the New Day hasn't broken up yet.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. Like everyone breaks up eventually. So just break them up. Let Xavier be the heel, which I think would be amazing.
Yeah.
He was a great heel when the New Day formed.
Right.
I mean, we hated it because we didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But like he was
Well,
great.
we hated it because, well, hold
he
on.
was the sound piece.
He was a heel when he went up to them and he was like, fuck this place. We got to be a team. And then they leave. Then they come back clapping and smiling, trying to be like these preacher baby faces, and everyone hated them.
Yeah.
Then they decided, oh, well, let's just be heels.
Right.
Then they were heels. They were more like themselves. It was the classic Rocky Maivia turns into the Rock thing.
Yeah.
Just let them be who they are.
Yeah,
and
like,
they're
oh,
awesome.
Biggie's really funny.
Right. Yeah, before that, we hated Biggie.
I mean, he was
garbage.
just a big dude.
Yeah.
He was Bobby Lashley.
Right.
Garbage.
So next up, we have another Bludgeon Brothers promo.
Oh, my God.
They haven't been on the show.
No.
They're just doing promos. They're acting like they haven't even arrived on SmackDown yet. They're the tag team champions.
They have the titles.
And they're doing promos like, we're coming. Hey, SmackDown, we're coming to SmackDown. No, you're the SmackDown champs.
Joy is a disease. Okay, thanks.
And the cure is bludgeon?
Bludgeon.
What?
Made sense. Thanks.
The problem is they've already beaten every tag team on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So until Sanity shows up, when, we don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a promo this week.
Not even a promo.
So until Sanity shows up, Harper and Rowan are sticking with their video promos, I guess. Because they have no one else.
No one else.
They fought everyone else.
How do you not fit these guys in 5 hours of programming? They're the champs and they're like big and badass.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't know. They kill a cameraman every week. You think they'd be in trouble by now. Next up, we go backstage, and Paige is on the phone with Carmella. Like, no, baby girl, you can't do that, baby girl. No, baby girl, you can't do that, baby girl. No, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. That's her fucking thing now. I hate it. It sucks. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Paige here.
Paige here.
Sorry. You have to pause, though. You have to almost take in a big, deep breath.
Look, if someone doesn't... Listen.
Paige here.
If someone doesn't edit the Venom trailer to when the Venom comes up and it's Paige going, Paige here, then I'm going to have to do it. I mean, it's too perfect to not do. It's so great. Like, it has to be.
But those of you that can do it in your sleep versus Andrew having to kill half a day,
right?
Please do it.
I'm a busy man. So she's on the phone with Carmella when Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville walk in.
Yeah.
And Paige tells them that they'll both have an opportunity to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So they're like, oh, cool. Because they'll be facing Becky Lynch later tonight. And Mandy and Sonya think it's a handicap match.
Of course.
But Paige tells them,
this
no,
whole
baby
thing
girl.
played out way too long.
No, baby girl. Hey, baby girl.
No,
baby girl.
You're
it's a
not
triple
baby
threat
girl.
match,
He's
baby
a
girl.
baby girl.
Yeah.
She's a baby girl, and you're a baby girl, and I'm a baby girl, baby girl.
And I'm Michael Caine.
All right, guys.
So, yeah, we'll get back to that later.
First, I'll put machine guns here and here, and if you're captured, I'll issue cyanide pills. Any questions? I have a question. When did you turn into a nut bar? Wayne's World 2.
Yeah.
Overrated movie. Overrated movie.
Overrated, yeah. Next up, Renee interviews AJ Styles backstage, and AJ is fighting Nakamura tonight, and whoever wins gets to choose the stipulation in their WWE Championship match at Money in the Bank. So we're seeing them on SmackDown, and then at Money in the Bank again. So Renee asks AJ, what stipulation will you choose if you win tonight?
It could be an inverted scaffold match or a pole and a pole match. Oh, no. How about this one? A bull rope, Hell in a Cell, Inferno match. Yeah, with bull rope, in a Hell in a Cell with flames around it, maybe some guard dogs to spice it up a little bit. How about that?
Wait, that's the one where the referees dress up as Elvis, right?
No, a step too far, Renee. You're just being silly, right?
So, again, in showbiz, there's a term called yes and. And he just totally shut her down. I don't know what she was trying to do, or if she was trying to be funny, or if she was trying to be serious. All he had to do was go, yeah, absolutely. But no, we're not going to do any of that. I'm AJ Styles, and then go into his thing. It was so awkward. It was so painful to watch. It was awkward, right?
That's what they wrote for them, yeah.
Oh
How
my
does that
God.
get approved?
Yeah.
How does that get... I thought maybe, was I missing... What did I miss? Where's the joke?
Where's the joke?
Tell me where the joke is. What did I miss? Am I missing something? Was there actually a match that happened in WWE like this when I wasn't watching SmackDown? This is why we need Eric here.
When Elvis...
Did Eric see this match 10 years ago when Joe and I weren't watching SmackDown?
Yes.
And
yes.
Elvis was a referee?
Yes, it was in TNA 9 years ago.
Right. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
No,
here.
but seriously, what are we missing here?
Yeah.
Where's the punchline? There is none. You don't know comedy. Stop trying to write it. Just let the wrestlers cut their promos, just like I'm doing right now. I'm not reading anything. I have my notes here, but right now we're just talking.
Is that the talking that we did in the podcast on Mars?
Joe, you're just being silly now. You're just being a silly goose.
Andrew, yes, and...
He's AJ Styles. He's the WWE champion, and you couldn't make him sound less cool.
No.
He sounded like a total fucking nerd.
He
there.
shot down the woman interviewer too. Like,
Yeah.
the faces are never supposed to do.
And he's like, "Oh, Renee, now you're just being silly. You're a silly little goose, Renee. The WWE champion should never say silly. You're just silly. You're just a silly little goose.
Silly little goose. You little goose.
You lame fuck.
You sexy
Stop
Ambrose
making
fucking little
Styles
goose.
lame. He's like 38. He can cut a promo. He can do it. He's been
old.
around long enough. You can trust him. God. Is that where the Elvis and the Elvis? No, you bitch. No.
Renee, you bitch.
No, you stupid bitch. God.
Now you're gonna make me feel bad. I gotta
No,
get that
she
hard
blocked
drive.
me. Remember? You don't have to feel bad.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the in-ring debut of Andrade Cien Almas versus the local jobber with Zelina Vega ringside.
Yes.
Good to see them there.
You can't have one without the other.
Cien Vega.
Cien Vega.
So Almas gets the easy win. He hits the hammerlock DDT.
Love that move.
And then after the match, Zelina Vega says, "We didn't come to SmackDown to play nice. We came to take over." Get it? Because they're from NXT.
I love it.
Take over.
I love her.
Unfortunately, we know what will happen to them, just like every other talent from NXT.
Most likely.
Mid-card.
Most likely, Andrew. But I bet it was something nice, though.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Then we go backstage where Aiden English shows Rusev that he got him his own dressing room.
Yeah.
And they take turns making fun of London.
Yeah, because they're heels, obviously.
They're heels. The crowd's not even reacting to this. It's like they didn't even play that in front of them or something.
Maybe they didn't. Yeah, there was no reaction.
There was no reaction.
London does an amazing job of not reacting sometimes to anything.
Yeah. But maybe because it was pre-taped, they didn't play this live in the crowd. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know
Maybe
either.
that was it.
Like, because Kevin Owens got zero reaction when he came out.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Sometimes they're just like, no, we don't like that.
They used it all up on Rollins.
We don't like that.
They used all the cheering on Rollins.
You know, it's worse than booze. Nothing, and that's what we're giving you.
Right. So Lana then walks in and tells them that
Looking
she has
amazing.
Yeah,
Jeez.
the Rusev shirt on her is awesome. She's Lana again. She's back. She tells them that she has a Money in the Bank qualifying match against Billie Kay next week. And then she says, Rusev and I will both win the contracts and be the first ever Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank. Now,
full accents back.
That sounds amazing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think Vince realizes how much the fans would love that.
Oh my God.
I don't give a fuck if Lana can't wrestle. Make that happen.
It was like this. Wait, are we recording this?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a thing? Could that thing happen?
Yeah.
That's what they're very good at teasing.
Oh, yeah.
Things that are like, whoa, wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. You're telling me that there's a new faction that Triple H runs, and it's got Samoa Joe and Bobby.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that could have happened. No,
Nah.
I'm not gonna give it to you.
Nah.
That would suck.
That would suck. Yeah, they do this all the time. Wait, Nakamura and Asuka both won the Rumble? They're going to become champions at WrestleMania? Nope.
Neither.
Wait, Lana and Rusev can both
No.
be Money that? Nope.
No.
It's not going to happen.
No.
But it's a nice little thought. It's a nice dream. So when you're lying in bed tonight, think about that while you're falling asleep, and you'll have a nice dream.
Now, boys, calm down. How in the world could we actually book Rusev and Lana winning those briefcases? How could we possibly do
you
it?
just have them win the match, or
That seemed too easy. Someone look that up. Someone get someone looking that up, and someone backing him up. Yeah, it's like, it sounds way too good to be true. So
again, this was like over a year ago, but they had those Lana promos for 4 months.
yeah,
And then nothing.
ballroom.
She
Lana.
comes out to a huge pop.
Right.
Like a huge fucking pop. And then she doesn't win a single match.
No, and she's a joke.
An absolute joke.
She's basically Santina Morella without the winning.
Yeah, exactly. So next up we have a royal celebration
Yeah.
where a town crier comes out and says, "May God ignore the Queen and save Carmella."
Once again, classic WWE.
Yep.
Finding the worst actors that they can find. I mean, they're in London, for God's sake.
They're in London. They couldn't even find an English guy.
They couldn't even. They couldn't even find an actor.
Right.
Hey, what's your name? Bob. Hey, Bob, you want to do some stuff on TV?
Yeah.
No. All right, come on. Let's do it.
I mean, they couldn't even find a wrestler for Braun at WrestleMania. So, yeah, it really shows you how hard up they are. Anyway, so then some soldiers come out holding the title, followed by Carmella, who looks great. And she demands the crowd cheer for her and bow for her, but they don't. She then says she's better than every woman superstar in WWE history.
Sure.
Better than Trish and Lita combined.
That's wow.
Yeah. But then out comes Paige, London's own Paige.
Takes forever to walk in those heels to the ring.
Right. She
Forever.
gets a big reaction. This is your house chance.
Yes.
And then she tells Carmella that she will be defending her title at Money in the Bank against this woman. And of course, out comes Asuka.
Yep.
Asuka gets in the ring. Carmella leaves. Pissed off.
So book this match. What do you do?
Asuka loses, I think. You asked me, I think, what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Asuka loses.
My God.
She does, right? Doesn't she?
I don't see this being her big moment.
No.
If you're going to steal it from WrestleMania, don't give it to her at Money in the Bank. Unless
She's not going to have
the
one.
reason Rousey and Asuka and all these people is because they want this to be their new 4-hour. This is one of the big 5.
Oh, no, this is going to be 6 hours.
So maybe a lot of titles change hands. So that
I just got nauseous. I'm sorry.
I know. Well, at least one of us will be doing something else. I'll be watching it
Right.
live.
Have fun.
So yeah, so that's what else happens in this celebration?
That's it. She just leaves.
She did look
pissed off.
amazing.
She did look
amazing.
Great. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Next up, Renee interviews Nakamura backstage, and he's just an asshole. Not much to say here. A new two-face.
Couldn't understand most of it.
Same bullshit. Yeah. Next up, we have Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose.
Yep.
Mandy makes the stupid mistake of turning on Sonya early in the match,
Yep.
like a moron.
Yep.
And then Becky ends up making Mandy tap out to the disarmor. So Mandy beat Becky last week, doesn't get in the Money in the Bank match.
Right.
Becky beats Mandy this week.
Gets in.
Gets in.
It's all about timing, Andrew. Come on.
That's it.
You know what's funny? I haven't heard a lot of iPhone promos. I love those.
So next up, we have Samoa Joe doing an iPhone promo.
Yes, these are amazing.
On Big Cat. You're going to be the new Josh. What are you doing? Everyone's going to hate you.
I hate these iPhone promos so much.
Who
They're
doesn't?
So bad.
He does an iPhone promo on Big Cass because he's fighting Cass next week in a one-on-one match for a spot in the Money in the Bank match. Heel versus heel. Every other Money in the Bank qualifying match has been a triple threat.
3-way.
You don't have one other person on SmackDown
to throw in there?
What the fuck?
I guess because they want Samoa Joe in the match.
Yeah, but there's got to be some other mid-card fucker on there somewhere. Come on. That's stupid. There's got to be someone else.
Maybe they'll throw in one
Just
of the
because I
Usos.
can't think of him right now doesn't mean...
That's it. They're going to throw in one of the Usos.
Yeah.
And if the Usos win, then they get to pick
a twin.
Which of them
Yeah.
will then be in next week's match.
Right. So Joe cuts a good promo, but again, a
As
heel
always.
versus heel, it's
Yeah.
stupid. Then we go right from that to the Iconics iPhone promo.
Iconics.
Where they just say that Billy will beat Lana next week and then win at Money in the Bank, and the future's iconic.
And I still love them.
And we're iconic.
Love them. And look, these weren't the worst ones because I love both of these people. Like, you know what I mean? I love Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
The Iconics are over. So, like, they actually weren't bad promos, but why do them on iPhones?
But
Why not
again-
just have them backstage doing these promos?
Like, the Iconics doing an iPhone promo, like, you could see those characters doing an iPhone promo.
Right.
I could not see Samoa Joe going, I have an iPhone. You know what? I'm going to record a promo on my iPhone, take a selfie. Let me take a selfie here. No, that does not fit Samoa Joe's character. Braun Strowman has done iPhone promos too. Those do not fit those characters.
No.
Especially Samoa Joe now because he's still a heel. Braun Strowman's the biggest babyface on earth now.
Right.
But still, it's very stupid.
Yep.
So next up we have Nakamura versus Styles.
Yeah.
And they made it Tom Phillips went, oh my God, the first time on SmackDown Live, Nakamura versus Styles.
Fuck you, Tom
Yeah,
Phillips.
you're a jackass.
Don't be a jerk.
Don't
be a jerk.
And fuck you, Vince, for making him say that stupid shit.
God.
So Nakamura hits the Kinshasa, like, out of nowhere, but in a way that, like, no one was expecting it, so no one was really paying attention. Like, the crowd didn't even react to it, and it wasn't even, like, a full Kinshasa, but then Corey yelled, Kinshasa! But then AJ kicked out, no problem.
Kick out.
Kick out.
Yeah.
Then later in the match, the ref almost gets knocked down. So the ref's like, oh no. So he's not looking. And then Nakamura pretends that AJ hit him in the balls. And then the ref's like, what? Did you hit him in the balls? And then AJ's...
I'm going to rip.
AJ's defending himself to the referee. And then Nakamura suplexes Styles from behind, hits the Kinshasa, and pins him for the win.
Yeah, clean pin.
So Nakamura gets to choose what the stipulation will be, but there's still 4 weeks left till Money in the Bank. I'll tell you next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Of course.
Maybe he'll
Maybe
tell you
not.
that. Or maybe next week they'll be like, Nakamura, you asked me, I'm Nakamura, ask me.
What is the stipulation going to be, Nakamura?
No speak English. Table match.
Oh, God, please do that exactly like that. No speak English. Table match.
Or maybe you should just make it like the only move you can do is a Kinshasa match. You can only do Kinshasa in this match.
No, like knowing Vince, he'll be like, it is a Japanese sword and a pole match. And then throws it like that.
Right.
Fuck. Right there, right in the camera on live TV.
Yeah.
A Japanese samurai sword and a pole match. Renee.
It will be a
Fucking Renee.
It will be a Last Samurai match. Shinsuke, that movie was about a white guy that kicked everyone's ass. No.
No shit. Renee's.
Oh, the Last Samurai starting a white person. Okay, yeah.
So that's how that ended.
Right, that's SmackDown. So let's get to some awards.
All right.
So who did you have for worst dressed?
I had the British guy in his silly, goofy British outfit announcing Carmella.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
I had Sarah Logan.
She dresses like a 14-year-old boy.
Hobo.
A hobo boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we do best dressed.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Lana, Paige, Carmella, Mandy Rose, and Zelina Vega were all smoking hot this week.
I'm glad
if
I'm glad you said that because I have a name, but I'm like, I didn't want to pick.
I don't know if I'm just in heat this week or what, but they were all smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
I don't know. Who did you
want to
have?
just put everyone's picture on?
No, I don't. I have
chose
to pick
one.
Okay, you choose one, and I'll cancel them out on my selection. So who did you choose?
I chose Mandy in her
Mandy
gold
Rose.
outfit.
Okay, all right, I'll take her out. Just give me like 5 minutes. All right, so we got Liv Morgan. Very good. Actually, had Liv Morgan. Then Alexa came out, and I was like, oh my God, Alexa. Then Lana came out. I was like, oh my God, Lana. Then Paige. Then
Lana looked amazing. Carmella looked the best she's ever looked.
Oh my goodness.
I would take Paige out of your lineup there.
I'll take Paige out. So we've canceled out
and
Mandy
Zelina
and
Vega,
Paige.
save her for another time because she will win every other week you ever do this.
And Alexa Bliss just wore her normal ring gear, but like it was amazing.
Yeah.
I'll go with. Oh, I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss.
Okay. She looked great.
I'm sorry to all you other women.
Sorry to the ladies.
Zelina, you know me. I'll DM you later.
Yeah.
I'll apologize.
Right.
All right, worst acting.
The British guy who announced Carmella.
That's that's good.
Awful.
I had Big Cass. The
Again.
other guy that can't act.
Bad. Yeah.
Why they should have gotten an actor to play the role of Big Cass. It was weird that they didn't do that. Best acting.
Miz on commentary.
He was very good too. I had Sami Zayn.
Very good.
Just because he cut a great promo, even though I do not want to see this feud.
No.
He was great on the
There
mic.
won't be a feud. It'll be one match in the pre-show. Like I
Yeah.
said.
Worst comment.
Joy is a disease.
They went back.
And then at the end, you know what they said at the end?
Yeah.
Time's up. No, can't use that.
Time's been up.
That's
Right.
taken.
Yeah, time's up.
That's taken.
Right.
Sorry, fellas.
No, time's been up. You're wearing the titles.
Yeah. There's no.
They literally went back to the poo-poo pee-pee. Joy is Like, they went back to...
Fire is hot.
They went back to poo-poo.
Is that a good one?
PP. Doo-doo brothers.
The worst.
I had Renee. Oh, is the referee just as Elvis in that match? Is it Elvis?
Yeah.
Best comments?
I did like what Vega was saying. Like, just the fact that she was talking. But I'm going to go with Sami Zayn saying that's...
Everyone knows that's
Everyone
my
knows
hat.
that's my hat.
Yeah, I had that too. Sweep that one.
Sweep it.
Worst match?
My worst, I'll do the women's 3-on-3-on-3-on-3. What was it? 3-on-3 tag match?
3-on-3 tag match.
Yep.
That was my slow-mo. I had the women's triple threat, Sonya versus Mandy versus Becky. Not because of Becky.
Yeah.
Because the other two are bad.
Yeah. My slow-mo was the deletion versus,
Revival.
Revival, because I was like, oh, these poor guys.
Best match?
KO versus Seth. I mean,
yes.
You can't.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
That was like...
Nothing.
That was better than, like, most of the WrestleMania matches.
Of course.
Like, he was better than the Triple Threat Mania match.
Of course.
For the IC title.
Yes.
Worst move?
The worst move is them having Nia challenge Rousey at a press junket. That's a bad move, WWE.
Okay, all right.
Bad move.
Fine. I'll allow it this week because that was a bad move. During the Triple Threat match, Sonya was trying to suplex Becky off the top rope.
Yeah.
Then Mandy went under Sonya and had her up like chicken fight stance.
Yeah.
And then Becky was acting like maybe she was going to clothesline Sonya off of Mandy.
Yeah.
Instead, Becky just jumps off the second rope and drop kicks Mandy.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking lame.
Lame.
I'm going with that.
Lame.
So whatever that was, drop kick to Mandy.
All right.
It was stupid. Best move?
Falcon arrow on the apron.
Cha-ching!
That was
Sweep
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
Worst moment?
Announcing AJ versus Shinsuke tonight on SmackDown. Yeah. It's like, no. Yours?
Let's go with that.
All right.
Yeah. And then best moment?
This was hard. This was legitimately hard.
Right.
So I'm just going to say the Rusev segment.
The
thought of
Rusev
Mr. and Mrs.
segment.
Money in the Bank. Because I'll never see that again. I'll never have that again.
Gosh.
What was yours?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's a tough one. Rusev.
Let's see. How about that? No,
Seth.
that wasn't good.
Seth winning, but
I guess if that counts as a moment, sure. Okay. Seth winning. I don't know. Yeah.
It's hard.
Great.
It was hard.
All right.
It was hard.
Well, that's all for awards. So now let's get to breaking news. So Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks All-In event, which will take place at the Sears Center Arena in Chicago on September 1st, sold out in less than an hour.
Yeah.
The Sears Center Arena holds 11,800 people.
Yeah.
And they sold it out. And that's a big deal because it's an indie event. And really, like, they're the ones that were doing it. This is not Ring of Honor backing it or anything. It's them.
Right.
And they sold that out. This was like a challenge. This was like a year ago. Someone asked Meltzer on Twitter, hey, do you think an indie show could like do a 10,000 house? And Meltzer said, not anytime soon. Or he said, could Ring of Honor sell out a 10,000 seat event? He said, not anytime soon. And then Cody saw that and took it as a challenge.
Wow.
And they did it.
Wow.
So, I'm not a big Young Bucks fan or a fan of indie. Like, I don't go to indie shows, neither do you. But, like, that's a big deal for them. That's cool,
Right.
So good for them.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio will also be performing at that show. And once we get to rumors, we'll talk about that a little more. Chris Jericho revealed on his podcast that he was Plan B in case Shane McMahon couldn't recover in time for his match at WrestleMania.
That would have been awesome.
Jericho would have been Daniel Bryan's tag partner against KO and Sami.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yep.
And then John Cena was on the Today Show, I think it was Monday, where he said he still wants to marry Nikki and start a family with her. And then Nikki was asked to comment by Extra, and she said, I'm speechless. So
For sure a work.
I'm done talking about this because it's so incredibly obvious that it was a work from the start.
So dumb.
Can't fool this guy. And just, it's right before Total Bellas comes back, and now the commercials for Total Bellas, they're showing the breakup on the show.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break, really.
Yeah. Up.
So I'm done talking about that bullshit. Until, like, they announce that they're officially back together, that's when we'll talk about it again.
Yep.
Do you have anything for news?
No.
Well, then let's get to rumors.
Rumors! Zack Ryder to win the Royal Rumble?
Maybe. Shawn Michaels coming back to join the Bullet Club?
Please, God. John Cena will finally turn heel?
No chance. Undertaker will wrestle for 20 more years? Confirmed.
So, mentioned the All In event for breaking news, but this is confirmed. CM Punk will be appearing at the Pro Wrestling Tees store in Chicago the night before the All In event. By the way, that's where our shirts are.
Boom.
We're on the same store as CM Punk.
You got it.
And Hulk Hogan.
Punk.
And Shawn Michaels. And a lot of other legends. So he's going to be at their store in Chicago the night before the All In event. Pro Wrestling Tees is even calling it All In Weekend. So everyone is now expecting CM Punk to be at that show. To be at All In. And Cody Rhodes at a press conference for All In even kind of teased it. He's like, yeah, it's going to be the best in the world, which is CM Punk's.
That's amazing.
Thing. So that would be
Why
very
wouldn't
interesting.
He? Is that after his match?
That's September 1st. His UFC fight is June or July. It's one of those months.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Perfect. He'll be retired from that by then.
Right.
And then, yeah.
Yeah. Also,
honestly, like, I think he beats this piece of paper that they lined up for him in UFC.
Yeah.
And then again goes, you know what? I'm glad I got the win, but this wasn't for me.
Right.
I think it's that fast.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yep.
Could be. Also, Charlotte Flair will soon be undergoing surgery to repair a ruptured titty. I'm sorry, a ruptured breast implant.
Yeah.
It's a rumor, but we all think it's happening.
True, yeah.
Apparently, she's going to wait till after Money in the Bank or something.
So what the hell's in her shirt for now?
I don't know.
So apparently an Iron Man match is being teased for the AJ Styles versus Nakamura stipulation.
They're going to do an hour at Money in the Bank?
An hour at Money in the Bank, a show that's already going to be like 4 hours.
4 hours plus probably
pre-show.
a 2-hour pre-show.
Right.
So you'd have 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. Okay, so you have that match, 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches, 2 women title defenses, right?
Yeah.
Then you have, well, I guess that's all we know right now. We don't know if there's going to be tag titles.
How many you got? 7? 8?
5 right now.
5
of what we know, matches we know that are
Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank, WWE.
Yeah. The 2 women titles.
Oh, that's all we know right now.
That's all we know right now. Could be tag team as well. Could be IC and US titles.
Of course.
You know?
All those will be defended, I think. But
right, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Well, then what do you got for trivia?
Man, Seth Rollins. He's on a roll.
He's good. Yeah, he's cool.
He's on a roll right now.
Yeah, his name was Tyler Black in Ring of Honor.
He has won how many matches in a row on television? He's on a roll, Andrew. It's a 2-parter. That's the first part.
That's not easy at all.
Second
That's
part
like just
is
a number.
Second part is
Uh-huh.
Who was his last loss?
On television?
This could be
Does this
anything
count
we've
pay-per-views?
seen. Yes,
Okay.
anything we've seen. His 10 win in a row streak is on, including everything.
Oh, he's won 10 in a row.
Oh, fuck. I just gave it away.
So he's won 10 in a row.
God damn it. I don't usually do that, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna definitely say he hasn't lost since Mania. Like he won at Mania, he's been winning the whole time, right?
Yeah. He
Right.
lost
So- So his last loss was the Gauntlet match, right?
No.
No?
Good guess, because that was the one before.
So then to Balor the week with Balor, right?
Yeah, he lost a straight-up match to Balor at one point because they
Nice.
had that long feud.
All right.
Shit, I hope you would have said something close to 10. Sorry about that.
That's fine. Damn it. I have a quick one for you really quick. This isn't this is just kind of I was thinking about this recently.
Yeah.
So it's really not trivia, but do you remember how the New Day turned face? Remember they started as faces and then they turned them heel because everyone hated them.
Right.
Then they turned face, but it wasn't like this huge moment. It was just like this segment that they did. And it was basically like, oh yeah, they're face now.
Was it a holiday thing?
It was at a pay-per-view.
I don't remember at all.
So they turned face. They did a segment with Edge and Christian on a pay-per-view where they just made fun of the other heel tag team. And maybe it was the Usos at the time.
Okay.
I don't remember. But like that's how they turned face. Just like doing a segment with Edge and Christian making fun of the other tag team.
Really?
And there's like, oh, their faces now.
That seemed more recent, though.
No, it was
I
like
kind
a
of
couple
remember
years
that.
ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
So
There you go.
I was just thinking about that. It was kind of fun.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now it's time for some 5-star reviews, and we have a few of them this week. This first one is from Triple H DX7.
Yeah.
You guys were the first podcast I tried out, and I've been hooked since. I do landscaping for a living, and your podcast helps me drift away to a better place. I also got my girlfriend into wrestling because of you guys. We just became Patreon supporters, so obviously he was one of those names.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe without you guys, my girlfriend and me would have nothing to talk about. We need some what's wrong with wrestling gear. # more brackets, please. Oh, hell yeah.
Everyone's dying for brackets.
I know, we really
got to
need to
get
do
one.
Yeah.
I'd love to do one at maybe one of the next Patreon exclusive of special event. Maybe we'll do like a bracket for that.
Maybe we
can
can.
really dig deep.
Dig so deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to do one where it's not so obvious. Like, I don't want to do best song because Sean will win it for me. Like,
See, he wouldn't win it for me, so no. Like best
song?
entrance music?
Yeah. Best theme song.
Best theme song. It's not Shawn Michaels. It's not. I love it too.
I think I'm
but it's not
cute.
Shawn Michaels.
I know I'm sexy.
That's
amazing.
But like without Shawn Michaels,
He sings it. It's a
But
nice
without
catchy
Shawn-
tune. It's so good.
But if Shawn Michaels didn't exist and a real singer came out with that song, you'd be like, "The fuck is this?"
It's a pro wrestling theme.
I know, but like
I don't need
Triple
it to be a
H's
real.
like the game is so good, you could just listen to that song, not even thinking about Triple H.
I understand where you're coming from. I mean,
So
I love
no.
the glass breaking.
It
but
wouldn't win for me, and I don't think it would win for Eric. So that does make it interesting.
It does.
So that would be an interesting bracket because it's like it's either one of Triple H's songs or a DX song or something. It's
Are you ready?
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of great ones.
There's a lot
I
of
think
great
Bobby
ones.
Roode's up there. But all right, this next review is from Gallifrey Stands. I don't know.
Sure.
Thank you for being troopers and sitting through some of the most boring times in wrestling.
You're welcome.
On the main roster.
Yeah.
For that, I cannot thank you enough, but listen to you every week and to be a patron.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
5 stars.
And this is from Broken Paul, who's been a fan for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been listening to these guys for quite some time. I just recently got an iPhone, and as soon as I could, I subscribed to the podcast on iTunes. They bring a fresh take to the wrestling world and always get me laughing. Andrew's Joker and Stone Cold impressions are insane, and Joe's Jesse the Mind is great, although he needs to make more appearances. I told you. Eric is funny in his own right, and then there's Josh. That is all. LOL, JK. All you guys are great. Keep up the awesome work. 6 stars. He would. He can't do 6 stars, but he said 6 stars.
You know, there's a way to do 6 stars on that app.
Yeah? How's that?
Tune into my show next week on Monday, and I'll tell you all about it.
Damn it. Jesse's selling out again.
Daniel Fisher, I listen to many wrestling podcasts, but these guys are the champions. Woo. I had found myself fast-forwarding through most of Raw and SmackDown. Hey, that's how this podcast got started. Yeah. Because they become unbearable to watch. I now don't fast-forward as much to see if the What's Wrong with Wrestling guys feel the same way as I do. They really tell it like it is, calling out WWE on their horrendous booking decisions. I enjoy the banter between Andrew, Joe, and Eric, and half the time I find myself laughing out loud. Just half the time? Just kidding. They make me look forward to my drive to and from work. I wish they put out daily podcasts. You guys are not too negative. Stay the way you are and always fire, bury, and kill Roman Reigns.
You got it.
Push Joe. If I can give it 6 stars, I would. So he's another guy who would give it 6 stars.
Push Joe, I heard him.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Tried to breeze through that.
I'm just reading the thing.
Look, who's been the biggest Push Andrew fan ever?
The rest of the fans?
Me.
Oh,
The rest
yeah,
of the
you.
fans.
Thank you. All right, on to fan questions. This one's from Michael Ha. You can only choose one match. All are Attitude Era bra and panties matches. So basically, it's just which bra and panties match do we want to see the most? Alexa versus Mandy.
God. I can't imagine anything else you're going
to...
That should have been number 3. Hey, next time when you guys ask questions like that, make the obvious one last so we can actually think about it.
Liv Morgan versus Sasha.
I mean, that's
Again,
nice, but...
let's give credit to it. That would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Eva Marie versus Emma. He wants Drunk Flair to answer this, by the way.
Oh.
So.
Are those the 3?
Yeah. It's not a push, fire, bury. It's just pick one.
I will push Alexa versus Mandy Rose.
Yeah, so will I. Sounds good.
Because I want to see them boobies, baby.
I'm coming for that ass.
You are the real MVP.
Who?
boobies. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that was true.
Wrestling. Okay, wrestling talk. At what point did you guys realize you had something with this podcast, and has it changed your everyday life?
I'll answer this very quickly. We started a podcast called Dominic's Room, and it was us doing
I forgot the name of it.
movie reviews because we did it from our brother's room.
Yes, it was. Well, it was our brother's room from our old room in our parents' house.
Yeah, and that's what we were doing
That's
podcast
right.
at the
I forgot
time.
it was called Dominic's Room.
Dominic's Room.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was we'd invite a guest on every week. It was only a couple episodes.
Yeah, it was like 3 episodes.
It probably didn't exist anymore.
And we gave up on it.
And then we're like, we got to do something that we know how to talk about.
Yeah.
And then it was wrestling.
It has to be like a niche subject, not
The-
just we're just going to
Have
talk
you gone
about
back?
movies.
You've listened to the first show recently, didn't you?
Which
it's
one?
Like this podcast first show.
Like
The audio back then was tough to listen to.
Yeah.
We just weren't all in yet.
Well, we had one
Yeah.
We had one like mic that was, $80 or whatever, and so it just wasn't getting the job done.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I work at a radio station. Let's go do it there for a couple years.
Boom.
Until I make a studio in my house.
Yes.
And now it's never better.
Amazing.
Corey De Souza, Sonya Deville, kind of hot. Yeah,
Kind of hot.
She's kind of hot.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, for a lesbian, she's.
You see her walk through this room right now, I'd be like, she's kind of hot.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordy Strong.
Nia Jax? Kind of not.
Well, that's because she's not like most girls, Jordy Strong, if you could bring back any old pay-per-view name from any previous WWE/WWF era, what would you resurrect?
Great Balls of Fire.
You son of a bitch. They hated it so much, they're not even doing it this year. There's no Great Balls of Fire Part 2.
Do they still have Armageddon?
No.
I'll do Armageddon.
The problem is they don't make the sets indistinguishable from each other anymore.
No.
They're all the same sets, except for WrestleMania and Great Balls of Fire. Yeah. They're all the same fucking sets.
Right.
That's what used to be cool about these different pay-per-view names.
Well, Money in the Bank will have a bunch of like ladders and like briefcases.
Like if you were to resurrect the old sets and make the sets original again, like do it in your house. Like that would be kind of cool.
But that's all. It was in your house, San Antonio. In your house, Houston.
Right.
In your house.
Well, that's what TakeOver is now.
In your house.
Chris Leahy, Pushfire Barry European Championship, Old Cruiserweight Championship. We're gonna fire that one right out of the gate.
Fired.
And Hardcore Championship.
Hardcore, push hardcore. We need that back. You want more titles? Have a hardcore title that's defended 24/7.
I'd go back.
That's amazing.
Go back to our first episode. I bet we said it then.
Right.
We've been saying it for 3 years.
Seriously.
We've been
That'd be
saying it
amazing.
so long. Unfortunately,
that's what the show is missing. Why do you go to NXT? Why do you go to any indie show to see crazy shit?
Yeah.
WWE doesn't give us that anymore. They give us that
We
like
did
once
a
in a
recap
while.
of a Raw on Patreon where Al Snow and Road Dogg were fighting outside in the snow.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
That was raw.
They were slipping in the snow legitimately because it's fucking slippery out there.
It was an episode of Raw.
And he pinned him in the snow. It was awesome.
It was really good.
It was a hardcore match in the snow.
Yeah.
You can't get better than that.
Yeah.
Ryan Badasweski, will we see the first ever no speak English match at Money in the Bank?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
I don't know.
I mean, you can't speak English in the match?
No, right. I don't know what that would consist
The
of.
ref rings the bell. Oh,
But
AJ, you said English words.
But it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all for fan questions. Thank you for sending those in.
Yep.
And make sure you subscribe to our podcast and give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. We have t-shirts available at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. So when you go pick up your CM Punk shirt, just pick up one of ours as well.
That's right.
We will be at Comic Palooza May 25th through the 27th.
And we will be giving away a special gift. A signed gift.
That's on Joe.
We still have the one from last year. The signed gift that we're going to be giving away at Comic Palooza. We will give you a password. The episode before Comic Palooza.
Hope you remember all that. And you can become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for exclusive rewards and all those special recaps that you can't get anywhere else.
Yep.
Take it away, JoJo.
Let's get together and feel alright. Gotta go. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't think I should put that in.
My ass is just soaked.
Oh, now I'm leaving all of it in.
Put that in.
Boston, it kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big Flair's pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with